one thing I forgot to cover in my video earlier today. So I forgot to cover this right here. And what I didn't cover was one thing about Caitlyn Clark's just year and her off season and what she did for the Fever, because obviously I talked about a lot of the positives for Caitlyn. I talked about her being a gym rat and all this stuff. However, it turned out that the Indiana Fever kind of went out of their way to make sure Caitlyn Clark was involved in everything. To make sure Caitlyn Clark was involved in every single thing, and I don't know if it paid off or not, because they ended up with DeWanna Bonner. That's something. But look at this. Krauskopf said Clark helped the front office recruit free agents in the winter by reaching out with a text or call and provide input on players Indiana was interested in. Being based in Indianapolis this offseason gave Clark a front row seat at the franchise's growth, and Cox and Krauskopf said Clark constantly asked questions about how the organization operates and what goes into running it. I really never like to compare at all because each player is their own player and Taurasi is a GOAT. Said Cox, who previously was a long-time executive at the Phoenix Mercury. The level of investment that Taurasi had in the Mercury, Clark's interest in the Fever reminds me of that, which is crazy. And to be fair, I think there was the amount of recruiting that was going on in the WNBA this season is, I don't think any team probably could have imagined that. Like the amount of, let's be real, can you call it tampering? The amount of tampering that has been done. Like we heard Aaliyah Boston talking about how she talked to DeWanna Bonner. Like you better believe DeWanna Bonner and Caitlyn Clark were heavily involved with all their free agents. That's probably why they were able to get free agents that a lot of people didn't think they were going to get. Because apparently DeWanna Bonner was not going to come to Indiana for obvious reasons. Obvious reasons. Do we remember that? Do we remember all that crap? Do we remember the obvious reasons crap for why DeWanna Bonner wasn't going to join the Indiana Fever? Like that was one of the craziest tweets ever. Like, do we not remember the tweet? It was like the 30th of February or January, and it was like, all of a sudden, I told y'all the Fever weren't going to get any free agents, and then like the next day they get Natasha Howard. The next day they trade for Sophie. The night they signed Natasha Howard, the Friday night they trade for Sophie Cunningham. Then the Saturday, I think they cut Grace Berger on the Saturday to free up cap space, and the next day, or was the Sunday? The Sunday they signed Grace Berger and they cut Grace Berger and they signed Bonner on the same day. And the following day, they cut Saxton. And like all of these things, we can never forget. We can never forget the nobody wants to join the Fever talk. Like, the only reason any player shouldn't want to join the Fever is for the same reason why you shouldn't want to join the Lakers. Because of Twitter crap. If you are terminally online, go to a poverty franchise. Go to a poverty franchise and make the max. If you're terminally online, go to a team with no fans. Like that is, and that's for NBA players, for WNBA players. If you are terminally online, go to a team that sucks. Go to a team genuinely that sucks. But it's otherwise, Fever's a perfect place. Good facilities, good teammates. You got a point guard that will give you the ball. You've got a good coach. You're going to have more eyes on your game than ever before. You're going to be treated like a celebrity in Indiana. Like, it's probably the only team in the WNBA where the 11th player is treated as a celebrity in their city. Because Indiana are doing a really good job of, like, making sure that the WNBA and the NBA team are treated, I'm not going to say equally, but not far off equally. Not far off equally. Like, they have done a really good job of that. And I think they're going to continue to do a really big job at that. Really good job at that. And it's just been a crazy, like, it's a crazy thing. It's like, there's no other team in the WNBA where, let's just say, Michaela Timpson, who will probably not be in the rotation, where Michaela Timpson will be treated like a celebrity when she walks out on the street. Like, let's be real, like Sophie Cunningham could have probably walked around Phoenix last year. Don't think she can walk around Indiana right now. Aaliyah Boston, probably, actually no, South Carolina fans are crazy. I'm not going to use Aaliyah Boston. But, like, it is one of those teams where it's like, if you joined them, you are 100 times more well-known. Like, Bree Turner, like, could have walked around Chicago and people either didn't know who she was or probably didn't like her. Like, I think genuinely, people are, people in the Sky fans did not like her at all. So, with her, it's like, she's definitely going to be well known. And there's a lot of positive reasons to join the Fever. And it's good. If you're an organization, you want to see your players being somewhat involved in this, especially your key players, especially your Caitlyn and Leah Boston, because if people don't realize is, like, their decisions over the next 2 years are going to be extremely, extremely important, because they've only got this is Aaliyah's second last year on her rookie deal. When Caitlyn and Aaliyah both move into max contract territory, it becomes a lot harder to build around them. Yes, obviously the two of them are going to be even better, but it becomes a lot harder to build around them. Like, when Stewie was still on her rookie deal, the Seattle Storm had Alicia Clark, Sammy Whitcomb. Like, what was the 2018 when Stewie, I don't know, I think she was her first MVP year. 2018. And this is what they were able to do because Stewie and Jewel Lloyd were still on their rookie deals. Like, they were 26-8 after not being good in 2016 or 2015, and they weren't even great in 2017. Like, they literally had the 5th pick from the previous year. So when you have Jordan Cannon as a rookie, when you have Stewie on a rookie deal, when you have Jewel Lloyd on a rookie deal, you are able to put together a team where, outside of your rookie players, you have Sammy Whitcomb, who they brought over. I don't think she would have done much money, but you were able to get Natasha Howard, Alicia Clark. Again, Alicia Clark 7 years ago was even better than now, and keep Sue Bird in the team. Like, you were able to bring together a team that was quality. Was an absolutely quality team. So it's extremely important for the Fever to work things out now. And just for keeping Aaliyah and Caitlyn happy, and even if these signings don't work out, keeping them involved and getting players that they like playing with is going to keep them happy. So even if it doesn't work out, they're not going to be blaming the front office and looking to go. But yeah, that is pretty much it for that topic.